All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it full screen now.
And yeah, so here we are. So just to explain, so kind of my initial interest was to explore that whole. So again, going back to Half-Life Alyx, those there's those spherical puzzles where you basically have to move this beam of light and avoid hitting it with the sort of whatever they are, red things. And so I wanted to kind of like explore that kind of thing. And now what you are seeing here is that the the color of the shader of the sphere changes when different parts of, well, it's basically different fingers touch the sphere, and then the particle system that is in the middle, it sort of follows. It turns into quite slowly, but it does. There's another one here where it sort of follows your different fingers. So this was like, I really don't know where I was going with this, but it was something that I managed to do. And then let's see if this works now. Yeah, so what you have here is that you can select a different type of particle effect by different fingers. Let's see, this might just be, and this is where actually, this is a bit broken now because I've changed some things. But this is actually where I discovered quite
the pinky problem.
literally I just more or less by accident I put what I thought was the coolest effect under the ring finger, and as you can see, I mean, it's a combination of the hand tracking not be perfect with the fingers, and then the how difficult it is to just keep your ring finger as an individual finger open. But anyhow, so now currently, I should restart this because I've changed. Let me just change one thing, and this should work a little bit better. So let's see if this works closer how it used to work. Okay, so where are my hands? No. Yeah, so the idea here is that you could sort of stop and start these particle systems, and then now how it works is that you just hold your hand here, but this is where I'm trying to go with the precision grip, so that you would actually, rather than pointing at this thing.
How? I mean, this is going to sound wrong, but how does it feel to put the finger in the?
I mean,
because it looks like it could feel great.
Well, to be honest, I think what is the big thing that is missing from this now, because it's a bit broken, is there's no sound, and I think that's the key thing to add here. And that's why I'm also interested in that frequency stuff that you mentioned, because ideally I would add sounds of that frequency, kind of like just ambient sound.
Yeah.
But also what I'm kind of like trying to take this towards is kind of like a hand tracking operated particle synthesizer that you would associate a certain audio track, like almost like an instrument with all different particle effects, and then you would use this precision grip variations to, I wouldn't call it music, but you would just like create this like a soundscape on the fly. And I'm gonna get rid of these spheres here and all that kind of stuff. And now, as you can see, there's only one type of effect now. But the idea also, now that you see it in motion, is that then you could use some of these. Yeah, actually, it's doing something. I can't even remember what I've made it to do. Yeah, it's just now rotating it with the sphere. But the idea would be that maybe with, let's say that if you do your middle finger with your thumb, that would address a certain property in the particle system. So let's say turbulence, and so that it would increment it while you keep the pose, and and then when you let go, it would sort of continue from that. So you could sort of create infinite combinations within the properties that the particle system has.
Interesting idea. Yeah.